Well, guys and gals, there was a time when you could let your children consume just about anything that had to do with Disney or PBS, Sesame Street. Of course, Marty Stouffer's Wild America comes to mind. Of course, Reading Rainbow, which was hosted by LeVar Burton, somebody that, of course, is of also Star Trek and Root fame. I mean, he's been involved with all kinds of things. Unfortunately, one thing he's involved with now is left-wing radical activism. That's right. And he was at some miscellaneous book award ceremony. And these days, when we're talking about books, we know one of the things that we've seen across the country is some very, very, how do I put this, vulgar and disgusting content that we have since found out as parents is in a lot of children's schools. Now, a lot of parents and some politicians have been able to get this kind of content the hell out of schools. But in my opinion, that content's only there to try to indoctrinate your children. Now, we've seen it spill over, Disney, etc. now. It's all over the place. Every little thing that can wave a rainbow flag in, there it is. Oh, well, is that the trans flag? Well, I guess it is. Well, as we know, there's pockets of people out there that are very brave that have stepped up, like in this case with these mothers that have formed a group called Moms for Liberty. Now, in case you did not know this, the left stream media has decided to, in a lot of cases, label this group a hate crew, a bunch of moms, of which I can tell you from seeing interviews with these women, some of these moms are former Democrats and just changed parties in the last couple of years. Why? Because of things like the books that are going into children's schools. Well, LeVar Burton, that's right, host of Reading Rainbow. He was at this award ceremony. He decides to threaten these moms, the moms of liberty. That's where we are, folks. Actors are now threatening mothers because mothers don't want their children to be subjected to vulgarity. We are truly living in bizarre times, folks. But then again, we got thousands of people parading around in the streets right now, spreading hate for Jews. My wife and I are continuously baffled by the fact that this is a thing right now. We're floored by it. But here we are. Man, I hope my wife's not right. She believes we're in the end of times, folks. I hope she is not right. Actor LeVar Burton told the National Book Awards audience it was good members of Moms for Liberty weren't in attendance while he delivered his acceptance speech, because if they were, hands would be, quote, thrown. Oh, that's right. In case you're not familiar with the vernacular of throwing hands, that means I'm going to punch somebody in their mouth hole, or eye, or nose, or throat. It's some beat down language, as evidently LeVar Burton has entered the realm of threatening mothers that are protective of their children and what their children are subjected to. That's got LeVar Burton angry. This guy used to help our children learn how to read, folks. Burton used his opening speech at the 74th National Book Awards on Wednesday to deliver his verbal jab at the popular conservative lobby group. Quote, "Before we get going, are there any Moms for Liberty in the house?" Burton asked, while the New York left-wing audience, yeah, I said it, laughed. Quote, "Moms for Liberty? Question mark? No? Good. Then hands will not need to be thrown tonight." There he is right there. There he is. Total complete scumbag. Let's just bring this up so we can get a better look at scumbag LeVar Burton. Right there. Right there. Easy there, OJ. Very good. Very good indeed. Easy there, OJ. Yes. The national organization was founded in 2021 by 3 women with experience serving on school boards, including Bridget Ziegler, wife of Florida Republican Party Chairman Christian Ziegler. Moms for Liberty stated mission is to, quote, save America by unifying, educating, and empowering parents to defend their parental rights. That's hardly hate speech now, is it, guys? Wow. I mean, honestly, what a great motto or, call to action for a group of moms. Save America by unifying, educating, and empowering parents to defend their parental rights. And this causes people like the former host of Reading Rainbow to want to beat mothers' asses. They moved quickly in response to Burton's slur by taking to social media saying, American moms weep as a childhood favorite, Reading Rainbow, calls for physical attacks against us because we are protecting the innocence of our children. At LeVar Burton, have we sunk so low that threatening physical violence against women? Isn't he a member of the LGBTQ elemental P community? I'm not sure. I think he might. Is he a tambourine player? I'm not sure. M for L enjoys strong support across the nation and aims to both elect right-wing school board candidates and combat race and LGBTQ-related topics in the classrooms. Indoctrination books. I mean, let's just be honest. Brainwashing books. There we go. The latter is done largely by supporting book bans. Burton is known for appearing on PBS's program Reading Rainbow show for over 2 decades. He's also been critical of M for L before. In a recent interview with Esquire, he described being, quote, thrilled by candidates losing recent elections while enjoying support from the group. Quote, there are bright spots, but these people who rather children not know the truth. Those kids will never know what they're missing, but it's our job to stand up for them, to be their voices and their advocates. No, it is not, LeVar Burton. They're not your children. It is not your job. That's the parents' job to determine what is right and wrong for their kids to be subjective to. That's the thing. You think you own a piece of other people's kids. You don't own shit. That's what being an elder in this society means to me. So you believe that being some creep that believes they have an ownership stake in somebody else's child makes you some hero? Question mark? I find that rather sick and twisted, I guess. You are a host of a kid's show. I get that. And you should enjoy working with children, although now I wouldn't trust you around a child in a million trillion years. Because obviously your head is not in a healthy spot, LeVar Burton. I mean, if you're literally looking, and I don't know why this surprises me, considering where we're at with women's sports and biological men, literally threatening women. I mean, hell, you got biological men out there beating women's butts in female boxing and MMA. Why should it surprise me that somebody like LeVar Burton would want to throw a right hand on a mom? I guess it shouldn't. You know what's been exposed out there, folks? There's a lot of men that hate women. That hate women, that have some kind of sad lack of pride in themselves, some insecurity and lack of self-awareness, that they feel they have to literally harm women. And look, even if this comment was in jest, or he was trying to be funny or trying to play to a sick, twisted audience that's going to eat this crap up, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't go out anywhere and say, you know what? Good thing those Moms for Liberty aren't here, so I ain't got to whip their asses. I mean, somebody tell those twats to get back in the kitchen. It would never even, the thought wouldn't cross my mind. You know why? Because I'm not sick and I'm not demented and I'm not twisted. Wow. I don't know if I've ever said the T word on a video, and I've made about 10,000 videos at this point. Jesus. Rhodes, really? The T word? Look out. Oh, wide right. Tell me what you think, guys. Do you believe that parents that are just simply trying to be involved in what their children are subjected to and what their children are indoctrinated with, do you believe those parents should be drug out and beat in the streets like LeVar Burton? Didn't you once make a movie called Roots where you were literally playing a slave that was tied to a post getting whipped? And you don't see the strange, okay. This is over people's rights, by the way, over a section of society's rights. Yeah. And the moms are the ones with the problem, obviously. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.